And 2 News at Noon begins now.
Right now on KREM 2 News at noon, improving police response times and helping people facing homelessness are part of Spokane's public safety vision for 2026. The Spokane Police Chief lays out the city's goals.
And it's another pretty mild day through the inland Northwest. I'll let you know if you'll need that jacket still for today or other days this week.
Plus, we've been experiencing a snow drought this winter. How this could impact fire season here in the Northwest. Hi there, everyone. Thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Brandon T. Jones, filling in for Laura today, and we'll go ahead and start things outdoors with meteorologist Thomas Patrick. That's where he's standing right now in Outdoor Weather Center. And Thomas, we just saw a shot of Coeur d'Alene. The clouds looked amazing over there. What are things looking like from your vantage point?
Yeah, honestly, kind of the same. A nice little deck of some mid-level cloud cover that is largely blanketing the sky. I would definitely call this mostly cloudy, but nowhere close to any kind of rain. Not these kind of clouds. Has left us actually quite mild into the now afternoon. 48 already at Whitworth and 46 in Coeur d'Alene, with most temperatures hovering around the mid-40s, still climbing. And this is warmer than yesterday by a factor of about 5 degrees. If we keep going at that pace, that would put us at about 49 in Spokane. And funny enough, in Pullman, if it's 4 degrees warmer now, and it's going to be 4 degrees warmer this afternoon, you could push 60 degrees by this afternoon. Now, I ended up that forecast at 55 to match yesterday in the Palouse, but this is going to be the warm spot for the inland Northwest. I went 48 in Spokane and 51 in Coeur d'Alene, so we do have a chance to hit 50 degrees for the first time in a while. Definitely don't feel the need for a heavy jacket this afternoon, and honestly, I think it stays that way this week and most of next. I think we tail off of the kind of warmest days for next week as most of that heat moves into the central part of the country. But I'll tell you what, 40s and 50s looking pretty commonplace for the next several days here, Brandon.
All right, thanks, Thomas. We'll talk soon. Turning now to an update on a story we've been following for months. Josuar Torres is now out of the ICE processing center in Tacoma. Torres entered the U.S. back in 2024 when he was granted paroled entry. Federal agents then detained him over the summer, which led to a protest in Spokane and a state of emergency because of rioting. Court documents KREM 2 obtained show DHS may have violated his Fifth Amendment right due to due process, as well as violated the Administrative Procedures Act. It also found DHS failed to provide evidence he was a flight risk or danger to the community. As of yesterday, we've learned Torres has returned to Spokane. New numbers show the Spokane Police Department's response times are below the national average of 39 minutes, ranging from 5 to 28 minutes. It's just one accomplishment from last year that Spokane Police Chief Kevin Hall highlighted in a meeting with Spokane City Council. He says Spokane public safety agencies like the police department and regional emergency communications are making strides to prioritize community safety in 2026. Hall reports from 2020 to 2025, use of force incidents are down by 38%, adding there were no deaths from use of force in 2025. When it came to the Safe and Accessible Spaces Ordinance, Hall says he has received positive feedback, but told the council there is not enough housing for people to become stabilized.
It's not something the police can fix. We will never fix this, and we shouldn't. This is a public health issue that is better dealt with by public health officials, but we are constantly being asked to fix it.
Spokane Regional Emergency Communications says it's also making progress, highlighting the use of new AI technology to help serve the community more efficiently. Well, today the partial government shutdown is over. The House passed a $1.2 trillion package. President Trump signed several funding bills into law, and the legislation will keep the Department of Homeland Security only funded for 2 weeks, as Democrats demand reform to immigration and customs enforcement operations after agents killed 2 protesters in Minneapolis last month. If a deadline is not met, ICE will not shut down because they are funded by the Big Beautiful Bill. Well, today marks day 4 of the search for Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie's mom, Nancy Guthrie. The Pima County Sheriff's Office confirms an alleged ransom note was sent to a Tucson TV station. TMZ says they also received the note, sharing it was demanding millions of dollars in Bitcoin. The note allegedly has specific details about the 84-year-old's home and what she was wearing, but the sheriff's office would not confirm its authenticity. Blood was found outside and inside the home. At this time, we do not know whose blood it is. As of right now, there are no suspects in the case. Well, the snowpack across the Pacific Northwest is well below normal. Experts say it's a troubling sign for the season, and it could be the worst snow drought on record. It's because of the exceptionally warm winter temperatures.
What should be snowfall at this time of the year is falling as rain, which obviously doesn't do anything for the snowpack, but it can also rapidly melt any bit of snow that might be there. The other part of that too is just the fact that we haven't seen as many winter events to come through.
Climate scientists say it could have lasting effects through the summer without the snow melting snowpack into rivers and streams. Experts warn we could face increased wildfire risk and pressure on water supplies. Even if colder weather returns later this winter, it's unlikely to be enough to rebuild the snowpack. Well, we want to let you know that some viewers may not be able to watch KREM 2 and KSKN 22 for a short time this afternoon. We need to replace a light on our TV tower, and to do it safely, it means our signal will not be available for some viewers until 1 p.m. This will mostly impact viewers who watch KREM and KSKN with an antenna, as well as Dish Network viewers. During this time, you will still be able to watch KREM 2 News at noon live on KREM 2 Plus. You can download it for free and watch on your TVs.